Hey, everyone. Dr. Frankie Bashan here. I hope you're having an awesome week. It's Thursday, and I'm here with another topic to cover. It's a G-spot. So I think definitely stick by, and I think you're going to benefit from what I have to share today. If you're somebody who's interested in the G-spot, hasn't found the G-spot, is curious about it, doesn't know what the G-spot is, and so on. But before we jump into today's topic, I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you like what you see and what you hear, every week I'm here on Thursdays putting out information about dating, relationships, romance, anything relationship related. So sex, I'm a board certified sex therapist. I'm a clinical psychologist, been working in the field for over 2 decades. I'm also the CEO of Little Gay Book Matchmaking and Little Black Book Matchmaking. So if you're single and you're wanting to meet somebody amazing, definitely get into our free database. You just visit littlegaybook.com, littleblackbookmatchmaking.com, or drfrankie.com and fill out a profile. It takes like 5 minutes or so. And I look forward to learning about you and potentially introducing you to one of our clients. And if you're out there wanting to possibly work with a matchmaker, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to learn about you and see if we're a good fit. Also, if you like my stuff, I forgot to mention, look below this video. There is a little, it's a bell icon on the right side, and select all for notifications. And every week when I release my new video blog, you'll get notified, or an episode for Love, Laughs, and Lessons, which is my podcast, which right now we're in the matchmaker series, learning all about what is matchmaking, how to become a matchmaking client, what it all looks like. We interview matchmakers all over the world, really. We've been doing that for the last few months. So if you're curious about matchmaking, definitely check back, because every week we're releasing another video. So let's see here. So make sure to click that bell, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I appreciate all of you for subscribing who have, because it reminds me that you're liking what you're hearing and seeing, and you want more of it, and it's motivating. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's do this. Let's talk about the G-spot. Everything you need to know about the G-spot. Most of us are at least somewhat familiar with the G-spot, a part of the vulva that's taken on almost mythic proportions, but most of us didn't receive any real education about what the G-spot is or how it works. I know for me, I certainly didn't. And what does that do? It's shortchanging us and our partners. So today I'm going to share everything you need to know about this unique and game-changing erogenous zone. I always want to say, or like, I want to mess up that word, erogenous. So what is the G-spot? Short for Gaffenberg spot. It's an erogenous zone located on the wall of the vagina, about 1 to 2 inches inside the vaginal opening. It's named after German gynecologist Ernst Gaffenberg, hopefully I'm saying that right, who first described it in the 1950s. The G-spot is an area rich in nerve endings that often feel intensely pleasurable during sex, and for some can lead to intense orgasms. The G-spot is often described as having a distinct texture compared to the surrounding tissue. It's feeling slightly rougher or ridged, and it swells and becomes more sensitive as arousal increases, because it increases the blood flow to that area, making it more easily detectable during sexual stimulation. So the more you rub it, the more swollen it gets. If you're curious to learn more about your own G-spot, masturbation is a natural next step. So try exploring penetration with either your own hands or a toy. See if you can feel a difference in texture or sensation with your fingers, and notice what different pressure on different areas around the G-spot feels like. There may be some areas that actually are more sensitive than others, where you can get more aroused with touch, and sometimes different degrees of pressure. So remember that while we usually think of penetration as having a basic in and out thrusting motion, what often feels best on the G-spot is consistent and gentle pressure upwards. Thinking about curling the pads of your fingers upwards into your body. Myths and misunderstandings about the G-spot. Though many people know vaguely that it exists, the G-spot is still shrouded with myths and misconceptions. It's crucial to separate fact from fiction to foster a better understanding of this part of your or a partner's body. Everyone has a highly sensitive G-spot. Reality, while many people report experiencing pleasure through G-spot stimulation, not everyone may have a highly sensitive or easily locatable G-spot. Remember, our genitalia is a little bit different. Not everybody looks the same, right? Everybody's a little bit different. So remember that. Individual anatomy and sexual response vary, and some individuals may not find G-spot stimulation pleasurable at all, or some only under particular circumstances. The G-spot is a magical pleasure button. The reality, the G-spot is not a standalone pleasure button that guarantees instant intense orgasms. It is one of many erogenous zones, and sexual pleasures is a complex interplay of physical, psychological, and emotional factors. Every part of sex, from flirting to foreplay to the huge range of activities that comprise sex itself, is important. Trying to skip directly to the part that you think will make your partner orgasm the fastest isn't likely to be very pleasurable for either of you. Trying to stimulate the G-spot when your partner isn't ready or aroused may actually be painful. It's about the journey, not just the destination. So don't rush through it. I know it can get really exciting, but you want to take it slow. Notice your partner, pay attention, listen, look, notice what their body is telling you. G-spot stimulation is the only way for people with vaginas to orgasm. The reality is, women can experience orgasms through various forms of stimulation, and the emphasis on the G-spot as the sole source of pleasure can lead to unnecessary pressure. For many people, orgasm isn't realistically possible through penetration alone. Most people with vulvas need some kind of external stimulation of the clitoris to orgasm. Some people don't orgasm easily or at all, with or without G-spot stimulation, and that's perfectly normal. It's okay, right? It's about feeling pleasure, and you don't need to orgasm to actually enjoy and experience pleasure. Understanding your partner's body and preferences without judgment is key to satisfying your partner, you, and having an overall good sexual experience. The G-spot is a fixed location. Reality, the G-spot's location can vary among individuals. Like I said earlier, everybody's vulva looks a little bit different, and its sensitivity may change over time. Communication and exploration with a partner is key. What works for you or what worked for other previous partners may not work for your current partner or partners. Does everyone have a G-spot? Only people with vulvas have a G-spot, and even within that group, the sensation and sensitivity of a G-spot can vary widely. However, people with penises have a counterpart in the prostate, sometimes called the P-spot. Where the G-spot is located 1 to 2 inches inside the vagina, the P-spot is located about 2 inches inside the rectum. It operates very similarly, offering intense sensation and pleasure when pressure is applied to it, and can make penetration feel amazing. Like the G-spot, some people can orgasm from pressure applied to the P-spot alone. Getting comfortable with the G-spot. Knowing about the G-spot abstractly is one thing. What about incorporating this knowledge into your sex life? Experimentation and masturbation are a great way to get more comfortable with the G-spot in solo sex. When it comes to partner sex, the key is, what do I always say? The key is communication. Does your partner like being touched there? Have they tried it before? You can also have a conversation about toys you're both interested in trying that are designed to stimulate the G-spot. Curved toys that angle gently upwards tend to be the best for G-spot and P-spot stimulation. You can also try dildos or internal vibrators with an upward angle to see if they hit the spot. If you've tried all this and feel like you aren't getting the intensity of G-spot sensation you're hoping for, or you feel like you haven't been able to find or work with it, don't despair. First, remember that everybody's body is different, and you may experience a different level or type of sensation than you were expecting. And if you have any further questions or in need of support, reach out to a sex therapist. They're a great resource. We know tons about this stuff. Don't be afraid. And we love to talk about sex. So don't hesitate to reach out. I hope you all found today's topic about the G-spot helpful, and I will see you all next week. Hugs. Bye, everyone.